Hi guys, a very good morning. Mamukase. I'm here so that we talk about what is really happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So following the Al Jazeera documentary, we have seen different opinions, thoughts, and versions of what is happening in the ZANU-PF-led government. But there are calls from ZANU-PF, G40 Remnants, or the people who supported G40 were actually calling for the resignation of President Emerson Mnangagwa. That is what is key at this moment in time. So I'm just taking a look on this tweet, which is here from Ali Naka. He says the evidence against Mnangagwa-led criminal enterprise is overwhelming. I think the debate should be about what's next. When does he resign? Preferably before 18th April 2023. Hashtag Gold Mafia. This is his tweet, and honestly speaking, it shows that this is the message which these people are trying to portray each and every day, each and every time. They want President Emerson Mnangagwa gone, but does that solve the situation we have in Zimbabwe right away? That is where the people of Zimbabwe should examine. What are we going to benefit by the removal of Emerson Mnangagwa right now? It's key, because if you're in politics, if you are in politics and you really need change in the nation of Zimbabwe, you don't need to think with emotions. You need to strategically think. What do we stand to benefit if President Mnangagwa is to resign today? That is key. So right now, I do not look forward to see President Emerson Mnangagwa be removed right now, because if he is removed, we are going to have another problem. We are going to have another person, and that person will begin to see my neutrals trying to dilute the situation, the election mood and the election situation. So at this moment in time, I look forward to see the people of Zimbabwe knowing the truth, knowing what is happening on the ground, knowing who the people who are the kind of leaders we have right now. Just having that knowledge will make us have a decision in this upcoming election to say, we have President Emerson Mnangagwa representing ZANU-PF. We have President also Chamisa representing the People's Party, CCC. So that alone will just make the people of Zimbabwe decide who should lead, who does have a clean history, who does have a clean record. It's Advocate Nelson Chamisa, and that gives him an upper hand in this election. And that is the person we rally behind. That is the person we all stand with. That is my opinion. That is what I think. We cannot expect to see President Emerson Mnangagwa resigning right now, because that is disastrous to democracy in Zimbabwe, because we would see manipulation of events, manipulation of things. You see the people of Zimbabwe being used once again. So myself, I advocate for us to go through the elections. That is what I advocate for. Let us go through the elections and let the people of Zimbabwe know the truth. Let the people of Zimbabwe vote, and let the people of Zimbabwe actually have a fresh page. You know, I boarded a bus a few days ago. The topic was Ngati Chinjei Mbava. And if you ask that language, it's a language which people don't want to be direct because of fear. But if you hear people saying Ngati Chinjei Mbava, they don't want to tell you the truth. The reason why they are using that term Ngati Chinjei Mbava is there is a narrative yekuti tikachinja izvezvizvi tikabvisa varipo tikaisa vamwe ivo vacho vachambodawo kudya. That is the reason why they ended up coming with this ninge kuti Ngati Chinjei Mbava. It's better to have new thieves than to have the old thieves. who are now sophisticated, who now have cartels. Idzi dzambavha dzekuti dzakagadzira a very, very difficult coordinated network yekuba, a syndicate. So having new people on board, they want to leave a legacy, and their motive will be to have another term. So you would see Kuti, we have a total transformation, and I believe and trust in Advocate Nelson Chamisa. He's an able leader who can lead, because everything he touches, it turns to gold, which means we can actually make sure that we have a transparent government, a new government, with based on the principles zekuti ndezvipi zviri kufanira kuitwa kuti nyika ienderere kumberi. That is my honest opinion. So this is what ZANU-PF are suggesting. They are suggesting that we have a change of government before the elections. But myself, in my own opinion, I am against that. I'm of the view that let us go to the election. Let us have this government be removed by the people through the ballot. That is what is going to happen, and it is going to be done. So this is it. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.